Hi, Judy. Lovely to have you here. So, because obviously people don't know about you or Sadie, do you want to just tell us a bit about both you and your beautiful dog, Sadie?
Yes, I will. My name's Judy. I live in the U.S., in central Pennsylvania, and I have a 9-year-old cattle dog mix I've had her since she's a puppy, and she has come a long way with her reactivity while still is kind of, I say she's, she needs to slow her roll sometimes because she still kind of is like, whoa, very exuberant, curb your enthusiasm. That's what I say to her sometimes. But I do know part of it is a reactivity issue with her. So that's kind of what I am constantly working on. We've done a lot of training. We've done a lot. We've actually gone through the rally obedience program. We got our masters. We're up to master's level. So she has a really good, strong foundation of obedience and recall and all that. It's just that all goes out the window sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know that you've worked so hard with Sadie, and it's lovely when I see your videos, and you really do. She's just absolutely lovely. She really is. So, what are we going to cover today on this coaching session? What do you need help with?
The three things I was hoping that we could talk about is probably one of the easier things is that she has a tendency to like almost do headstands. Like she rubs her face a lot. She doesn't particularly scratch her face, but if you know what I mean, like she literally
Yeah.
kind of gets her head down and kind of scratches her head and stuff. And I don't know if it's an allergy or if it's just like she does it after she eats, but she does it other times too.
Okay.
So I don't know what that is. Bicycles, if I could work on her not chasing and reacting to bicycles. And but what I've showed you is I'm trying to work on her staying on her place while I go to the door and open the door and maybe retrieve a package with the ultimate goal of if somebody comes in, she will stay on bed and place. What I do with her now, if somebody rings the doorbell, I have a gate on my bedroom door, and I will put her in the bedroom
Mhm.
till before I open the door, and it takes us probably 5 seconds. And I know that doesn't seem like a long time, but like she will bark and bark. She'll bark the whole way to the gate. I mean, she'll go, but it's very loud.
It's a long time when the Amazon man's waiting there because they don't give you very long to get to the
A
door.
lot of times I'm gonna like sometimes if I don't know who it is, I just don't answer the door.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm like,
and
it's
yes,
like an
yeah.
obstacle course in my house. I'm like, I'm coming, and I'm trying to get past dog
And
gates. And
I don't even have to like they just leave the Amazon packages they
yeah,
don't like. But there's a guy here yesterday. And again, if I don't know who it is, a lot of times I just don't answer it because it's somebody
yeah,
selling something or,
yeah.
kids trying to collect money is, which I hate to say that. So I just didn't answer it. And the next thing I hear, he's like knocking on the door. And I'm like, oh, shit, quite frankly. So she's barking like a maniac. So I finally get her in and I go, and I was glad. I mean, it was something I needed to respond to, but it was like, I was like about half irritated when I opened the door because I was like, what do you want?
I know, because it's just I know, and I've always got. I'm terrible about unpacking my Amazon boxes, so I've got them in the hall, and it's like that for like at least a day after I've had a delivery or something, and then I have to move everything out the way before I work out where everything's going to go. So it's just like,
So
it's
anyway, so yeah, we'll work on that. But I step one for me is can I open the door, step out, and step back in, and her
okay.
stay where she needs to stay.
Okay, we'll cover that. All right, we'll cover that. Right. So her rubbing her face. So you said that she does it after eating. Is there any
Hmm.
other pattern to when she does it other than that?
Um, sometimes like when she gets up, she'll sometimes kind of
Okay.
do that.
Okay.
I haven't really noticed a pattern with her other than she typically does it after she eats. If yeah, it's usually after she eats.
Okay. And how long's that been going on for?
She's probably done it for as long as I can remember.
Right.
And it's and I so I will say she does take a Zyrtec. I give her a Zyrtec every night.
Okay.
And that's because she had this really weird throat It almost sounded like she was clearing her throat. I have to say that. And at the recommendation of a vet tech where she goes to daycare, she suggested trying that. And she's been on that and she doesn't do that anymore.
Okay.
And that was something too, like sometimes when she wakes up, she would do it, but she stopped doing that altogether. And I really think that was an allergy thing.
Okay.
Because I had the vet check and nothing's wrong with her throat.
Sorry, that's my Kindle that has decided to just make a noise. Let's put that down. So, and you said her eyes are getting are they weepy or
just like they get little sleepers, but yeah.
Okay, and is that getting worse, or is that sort of, because that's my my 3 cats. So one of the things I was thinking about that it could be, I mean, I don't know if you've had her teeth checked by a vet, because just the nerves from, oh my goodness, Cat Central here. The nerves from obviously the teeth can go up around the eyes, and if there's some rubbing, if she's rubbing sort of further up, it could be some kind of dental inflammation, and nerve pain from there. So that's something that might be worth just getting the vet to have a look at, particularly as unfortunately she's 9, and our dogs get older, don't they?
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Yeah, I know, it's awful. So that's what I would think with that. The other thing a few ideas you could try is certainly sort of rubbing. If we're thinking dental, you could try rubbing a drop of the protective blend on her gums, or adding a drop to her food. And for allergies, if you're concerned about that, then the allergy trio protocol. So also you might find it useful diffusing it at night as well. So we could, and so there's lots of, if you look in the membership hub, there is a pet skin health webinar and recipes in there, but that will all link in. It's all those all that protocol, so either just adding to the food or even just diffusing at night. And I found that really helpful for my boy Rowan with his bronchitis, diffusing the clear blend, and overnight I really noticed it helped his symptoms. And actually it's weird because I get postnasal drip, and since I started diffusing it when I was diffusing it for him, and now I'm diffusing it for Seren, I don't suffer the same with postnasal drip.
Wow. Okay.
So I think that might be really but that would be, I think, definitely get teeth checked. What do you feed her? Remind me, I can't remember.
She's raw. She eats raw. She's on a raw diet.
Yeah, it does make such a difference, because Lily, my new rescue, I've only had her, well, she's actually it's 7 weeks today, isn't it, Lily? And her teeth were appalling, and you just want to show everyone your teeth now. And they're looking so much better just with the the raw food diet, and the bones. They're still they've still got a way to go, but it's it's incredible the difference. Right. Only 3, she shouldn't have bad teeth. So
yeah, and the vets have always, what was our vet appointment? March, February, end of February, and they looked at her teeth, but they didn't really do anything. Like we went to a new vet who I really liked, but she did a really thorough evaluation, and but it's still worth her having. I'll have that checked.
I mean, the other thing as well is you could see, I mean, if it's just general pain related, you could add some of the oils in that we've got in the musculoskeletal system module, and some of the regular ones for pain, and just adding them to her food. So that's something else.
I give her the copaiba. She gets 3 drops of copaiba each meal.
Yeah. Okay. So so that's good. So you could certainly add in like either the cellular complex or frankincense as well. That might be one to add in as well.
Okay.
Or the polyphenols.
Oh, okay.
Are you giving her omega-3?
I'm out of it, but yes, I'm out of it. I just ordered it.
Oh, yeah. So definitely my signal just went off. Right, Lily, she's just settled in on my lap. Okay. So what was the next one? Oh, it was bikes, wasn't it? Lily, what are you trying to do? This is my mistake for trying to do anything with cats and doggies in the room. So the bikes. So I know obviously you've been working quite hard with the static bike and your old roommate cycling around and everything. So I think that's awesome. So you've done the box game, and have you been taking the box game out on the street? And
That I haven't done.
so one of the things I was thinking would be quite useful is really work at the box game. So for people that don't know, basically the box is what it is a box, and you just scatter treats in it, and your dog keeps focused on it, and you just keep scattering treats in. And the key is to keep your dog interested in the box, and while you're doing stuff outside of the box. So it may be clanging some bowls together, it may be jumping up in the air. It's basically you just keep throwing treats. You want them to keep being in the box while things are going round, and you obviously build it up. You build up the distractions, and you keep throwing treats in the box. And it's really important. One of the things you do is the treats don't run out, and you end the game before the treats run out. So you remove the box, because you don't want the dog going, oh, there's no treats, and lifting their head out the box. The idea is for them to keep their head in the box. And this is a technique that's used by people training security dogs, because it's all about, basically, you know, if you think about like police dogs or anything, it's about keeping their focus while things are going on around them. So one of the things I was thinking was really working at that, really working up your distractions and gradually because I mean, a cardboard box is really easy to, you know, it's an easy one to carry. And I don't know, obviously I would try and take it somewhere where you've probably got a high chance of seeing a bike, but you can still be at a reasonable distance from one, and then work on doing the box game there. And then the idea is gradually decreasing your distance to the potential triggers. So like a park is really, I mean, for example, the setup in the park where I am, there is obviously kids on bikes, but I could actually go to a corner of the park where, hello Sadie, I could go to a corner of the park.
Washing machine.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, bless her. So yeah, I could go to a corner of the park, and we'd be far enough away from anyone cycling, because of where, like, you know, like there's some tree trunks and things like that. So it wouldn't be a place where people would cycle.
Right.
So it's just about, I think, just sussing out in your local area where you could actually kind of be protected. Thank you, Mufasa. Protected from three sides, if you like. So that you can't have anyone coming up behind you, and then we're just concentrating on one aspect. If you can, I can just see the tail.
Sorry, that just distracted me for a second.
I know, I'm so sorry. This is my fault. I did say to you, didn't I? Oh, I don't know whether to keep the cats in. And obviously, anyone who's listening and not watching this on video, it's because I'm literally being mugged by my cats, my dogs. And yeah, this is Mufasa. This is one of my Iraqi cats, and he's probably, you were one of the horrors until Marmalade and Noir turned up, weren't you? So that's one of the things I think would be really good to do, and just keep. And obviously, if you're in a position where you can film it safely, then obviously send me that video. So I think that would be a really good game to do. The other thing is she's got she's Kelpie, isn't she?
She's cattle dog. She's a
cattle dog. Okay, yeah, cattle dog. Yeah. Sorry.
Similar.
So she's got that eye. So I'm just going to put Mufasa out the room because he is trying to eat my microphone. Oh, there you go. So one of the other games that is really good is it's sort of using a lunge line that you use with horses. I mean, it doesn't have to be a formal lunge line. I've got one, but you can just make it out of like a bean pole with some string on the end, a long bit of string. And you tie something desirable, that, you know, some kind of toy that is desirable to your dog. And the idea is that you want her to chase it. And so and then you flip it over in the other direction. And the aim of this is you're going to cue a sit. Now, the aim is that the movement ultimately is going to trigger the sit, because you're trying to build for decreasing the arousal. I have got a video, I'm sure, somewhere of this, so I will send it to you. I can't do it in my garden. My garden's too small, and it gets caught in the trees. So, but basically, it's literally teaching her to sit, because when things are moving fast, and then giving her, you're also going to cue her to get it. So I use get it, and then I'll flip it over, and the flip is ideally for my dog to sit, and I might, I started cueing the sit as I flip it over, and basically if she doesn't stop, we stop the game. We just stand there, and the game's not played until she's sitting. And then I drop it on the floor again, and it's like, and I'm turning around in a circle. Get it. Sit and flip it again. And just, does that make sense? It's a bit difficult when I'm here, but I've got a video, so I will send you a video, because I think that would be a good game for her as well. Because it's just that, because I wonder with the bikes as well, it's just that it's that eye that she's got. So I think that would be a good game as well. And then the combination of doing the box and that, I think that's what I do for now for the bikes. Does that sound okay?
No, that sounds great. And as you were talking, I was even thinking I can take the box game, and I don't know why I never thought of it, to the cabin, because a lot of times, like, we're on the front porch and it's screened in, but she will see, like, we're pretty far off the road, but she will see a bicycle coming down the road and run the length of the porch barking.
Yeah, so that would be, you could set that up really well there to have success. So I think that's, so I want, that's your homework for the next time you go to the cabin. I want to
Memorial Day. Yeah, that'll be 2 weeks. So we'll be.
Well, you can actually, if you can set your camera up as well, then you can film it, and
I will. Yeah.
Video one. Okay, cool. So the other one is about the settle on the mat, which I loved your video that I saw this morning, and I think, in actual fact, I think working on that cue will also actually help you with the bikes as well. So a couple of things I thought of with that. Are you cueing her to go on the bed?
Yes, before, yeah.
Okay. Is she on a bed or a floor, or?
It's on a floor. It's a raised bed.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, because I was just thinking, I couldn't see in the video, and I just think it's good to have a platform so that it's distinct from the floor. So I think it might be worth as well just reinforcing it with her body posture slightly, because obviously she was sat, and getting her into more of a settle, so more of a just relaxed pose.
Okay.
And then I know obviously you do a lot of obedience, and what I was thinking with your cueing was actually not using stay, but using a different cue, settle. Whereas I wonder if the cue stay, it's more of an alert cue. So it's like, I mean, I use when I'm crossing the road, wait, and then it's an action. Whereas this, you actually want her to settle in position and not be, she was quite on alert.
Yeah.
So I think if you can, because what I'm doing with Lily is I'm getting her to go to a bed, and then it's settle, and we're doing some little reps in the garden on a raised bed, and then I'm calling her off the bed with a free or whatever your release cue is, to then go and do some high arousal stuff like fetching, do a few reps of that, then it's back on the raised bed, settle, doing some high value treats. I start walking around the garden, pretty much what you were doing in your video, and then I go back,
right,
and I do something more high arousal.
Oh, that's a really good thought. I mean, because she is very, well, I was gonna say she's a smart dog. I mean,
She
it
is.
cracks me up. Like I swear, like what she knows, but
Yeah.
are the words that she's associates. And so she does have that. So like I also say a wait is we're just gonna go like we're gonna be that but we're gonna do something soon. But stay is stay where you are.
Mm.
But settle would be something that
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely I could introduce to her. Even now she's on the chair, on her chair, on my chair, but she's on the chair, and I can start kind of calling that a settle and
Yeah.
treating and confirming even when she's sleeping on her raised bed. I
Yeah.
that's a great idea. Thank you.
Because I just thought that's and that would translate well to the cabin. So I mean, the idea around that as well is that you're sat. I've sort of you're sat on a chair at the front porch of your cabin with her in a settle, and you just are drip feeding her treats while things go past on the road, and it's just reinforcing that. And that's something that I'm just doing with Lily on dog walks as well. As I'm working on her loose lead walking, we're having episodes where we literally just stop and I'm just getting her to just chill, and I'm just treating her, dropping some treats on the floor, treating her for that relaxed. And then it's like, right, let's go again. Because what we want to teach is sort of, we want the arousal when we're
Right.
training. Yeah, and we want her to, it down, because it's like she
I think
gets,
yeah.
very giddy when we're going out for a walk. As soon as I got my clothes on, I think when she was in foster, or previous owners must have walked her as soon as they got up, which is not how we roll here. So it's like we just don't roll that way. So she's like, no, you've got to settle. So I'm having to get her to, like, when I'm getting dressed, she's spinning around my room. So I'm getting like I can get her to settle on my bed now. And it's just, I think that might help as well.
I think I can see that like as you're talking too, I can see that helping in so many different
Yeah.
areas. Like even like now in hindsight, like we had kind of stopped doing training classes because between when we were actually working on the course, she would get really nervous. I mean, she literally would kind of sit and shiver, you know? And I don't think she was afraid of anything. I think it was just like she didn't know what to do with herself. And
Mm.
like I would put her in or down, but I didn't have a word for that.
Yeah.
So that'd
Yeah,
be
I think so. Settle's more of a chill, whereas I think down, especially if we use it in like an obedience context,
it's a position.
it's a position. And the other thing is, I think you could use like the grounding blend to reinforce that as well, to have
Right.
it. So I did that yesterday because, again, something that Lily's doing is she doesn't like being apart from me in my van. So again, I'm using that in my van to reinforce her being relaxed while we drive. So I think that would be, yeah, she's all relaxed now. She's all like, she's had a lovely walk today. But I think they would be quite useful. And then just it's quite distinct as well, because if you intersperse it with activity or what, something, like you doing that lovely tap of the spoon, isn't
Spatula.
it? The spatula, yeah. So you could do some settles on the bed and then change it to let's do this, and then back to the bed,
Okay.
and just intersperse it, because she's realizing that actually, what, settle on the bed is okay because something fun's going to happen.
Yes.
And she'll be relaxed. And then when you actually are finishing your exercises, do make a fuss and just scatter some treats on the floor or something, or have a little, finish a little game, a fun little game, just to
And
end
on a high note.
the
Yeah.
activity.
Good.
Does that does that
Yeah.
sound
Yeah.
okay?
That sounds wonderful, actually.
Oh,
It's probably
fantastic.
something to it's an idea that I probably have been introduced to, which is so counterintuitive for her to to yeah, to curb her enthusiasm because when she's excited to do something, as you have a Lily, like she'll just walk around and go,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
that's what I get. And again, like literally follow me
yeah,
everywhere.
yeah,
Like when I'm getting ready to go to the cabin, she will follow me into the closet.
yeah. Well, she is. She's terrible. She wants, typical Springer. She wants to get on my lap while I'm having a pee or something like that. There is no space at all.
Oh my.
But they are so
So,
fun. They're so funny. So and some of those, like I said, you've got the box video, haven't you? That's in the membership course, and I'm
yes,
going
I've
to,
watched that.
yeah, and I've got the full. I just actually, for some reason, the box video that was in the membership course wasn't working the other day. So anyway, I've had to re-upload it because I couldn't get it to work on YouTube. So I've re-uploaded it. And then I've got a 360 life protocol, which is all about settle, that I'm adding to the membership area. So I'll do that tonight, and I will make sure you get it sent to you as well.
Okay. That
All
sounds
right.
great.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Is there any more questions?
I don't, thank you. I have something to really, I have some stuff to work on now. I'm
All
ready.
right. Well, you go, and then you can send it to me for your 30-day challenge as well, so
I
I can.
will, I promise.
I will.
We took a big walk this morning and it's raining here now. And
It's raining
I'm actually
here.
going to see the Michael Jackson movie this afternoon.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Oh, fantastic. Oh,
So
well,
that'll
let
be
me
fun.
know how that gets up, how that
Yes.
is. So I'll have
So,
to
so
see.
Sadie will have a good nap so we can do some of these things when I get home this evening.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, well, thank you ever so much, Judy. I really,
Well,
it's
thank
lovely
you
to
so
chat
much
with you.
too. And I look forward to kind of sending you videos on this.
I shall look forward to it. Thank you. Take
All
care.
right. All right. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.